Breaking news on DC News Now. A little girl shot in the district. We're live in her neighborhood with what happened.
Hey everybody, tracking some light showers and dense fog. I have your full forecast. It's coming up.
Shattered glass and an empty display case. Police say thieves stole from a jewelry store in the middle of the day.
It's honestly very disturbing, something got to be done.
Shoppers are now on edge.
This is quintessential corruption.
A DC Council committee recommending the expulsion of Councilmember Trayon White. The new action following a federal bribery investigation.
The Commander's star QB scoring off the field. Jaden Daniels of Maryland to give some kids new bikes.
We begin with breaking news on DC News Now at 9 o'clock. DC police investigating a little girl who was shot by a 3-year-old in Southwest. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. Police say it happened on Galveston Street. This was just after 7 tonight. We have a crew that is live there on the scene gathering information right now. We're going to continue to follow details, but we know that there was a news conference that wrapped up just moments ago where we got information that that child was shot by another child.
Yeah, just so tragic there. All right, we'll check with our Max Marcel in a bit. Meanwhile, changing gears on this foggy night. Take a look here at the U.S. Capitol building there. Just a doomy, gloomy Monday evening.
All right, Janessa, but things are going to change and we're going to see sunshine and warm temperatures.
Yeah, this is one of those weeks where you have to have our DC News Now weather app. It is going to be up and down, where we'll see 60s and sunshine tomorrow.
Wow.
And then we're going to track our next storm system on Wednesday. Right now, the fog is taking over. Folks, all advisories, they have expired. If you join us at 6 o'clock this evening, I talked about the advisories expiring and not in place, and it's down to about a mile in front of you in parts of DC metro area. So very dangerous conditions. We're at 46 right now. Temperatures are going to warm up overnight. And so instead of decreasing temperatures, you are going to notice the warm up as you are starting off your Tuesday. We're down to a mile in front of you that you can see for Woodstock, Kaiser, and Cumberland. It's starting to get a little bit better for our western communities, but it's our frontal passage that is making its way through. You can see the Carolinas, they're just issuing an advisory out that way, and the severe weather is well towards the upper Tennessee Valley. Here's the latest with the rain factor situation. Most of it very light in nature. It's spotty, but it's adding to that visibility issue that we're seeing across most of the region. Temperatures as well, we're in the upper 30s in a lot of locations and 40s, and that is going to continue to get even better. We're back into the 50s by 6 a.m. We have a lot of sunshine back on the table for you Tuesday. I have your extended forecast coming up.
All right, Janessa, we'll see you then. Meanwhile, developing now at 9, a smash and grab robbery at a Prince George's County Mall now has holiday shoppers on edge. Police said the thieves broke through a jewelry display case and took off with a bunch of jewelry. DC News Now's Tim Reed joining us live from that mall tonight. And Tim, this has to be pretty unnerving for shoppers.
That's right. Good evening, everyone. Some pretty scary moments this afternoon here at the Forestville Mall for shoppers, especially during the busy holiday shopping season.
Very disturbing. Stuff like that can't happen, As a community, we always been striving to get better. So just to hear stuff like that still going on is very disturbing to hear.
Many concerned shoppers are outraged about this alleged theft. Investigators tell us this happened around 2 p.m. inside the mall at Kay Jewelers.
Honestly sad, especially right around the holidays. I'm actually just returned the other day from college. Hopefully my prayers is up to the people who own the shop, but something got to change. That's not good.
New video shows an empty display case and shattered glass. Police could not confirm the amount of jewelry taken. A number of police were on scene all afternoon, but have since left the scene.
I don't have any respect for anybody. They just take things. People work hard for everything. They don't have the sense to go out and work for themselves. It's really sad. You work hard for your money and you try to get what you want, and then somebody comes along and take it. It really hurts.
Some shoppers like Eva Lunderman tell DC News Now they don't feel safe to go out and buy gifts for Christmas after this brazen crime happened in the afternoon hours, and they want whoever committed this crime held responsible.
That's really sad, bad, because you have a business, you make it bad for the community to have other business come in that's needed in the area, because if you have so much crime, who's going to want to bring a business into the area?
Now, police have not said if they have any suspects in custody tonight. Anyone with information about this case is encouraged to call Prince George's County Police. We're live in Forestville, Maryland. Tim Reed, DC News Now.
News of that school shooting in Wisconsin. Police say it was a teen girl who shot and killed a teacher and another student, as well as hurting 6 others. This happened at a small Christian school where investigators say the 17-year-old shooter was also a student and died by suicide. Parents who were trying to get to their children were really stunned and just heartbroken.
I bring my daughter to school knowing, well, that this happens in the world, that people are struggling, and I pray for my daughter's safety. I pray for the entire school's safety. I pray for the hearts of the students, the teachers, the staff members. It's a very real thing.
Police say 6 people are in the hospital, 2 are in critical condition, and this is a tragedy that will forever change the lives of the families there in Madison.
Every child, every person in that building is a victim and will be a victim forever. And these types of trauma don't just go away.
The White House releasing a statement on the shooting. President Biden saying Jill and I are praying for all of the victims today, including the teacher and teenage student who were killed and those who sustained injuries. We are grateful for the first responders who quickly arrived on the scene, and the FBI is supporting local law enforcement efforts. Over in Virginia, the Loudoun County Public Schools releasing a statement writing in part what should be a season of joy has instead been shattered by loss. On behalf of Loudoun County Public Schools, we extend our deepest condolences to the Abundant Life Christian School and Madison counties during this devastating time.
Also in Virginia, the Herndon man accused of killing his wife and another man inside their home is now facing child abuse charges. Investigators say Brendan Banfield's 4-year-old daughter is inside the home at the time of those crimes. They say Banfield killed his wife and that other man with the help of his family's au pair, who he was allegedly having an affair with. A grand jury indicted Banfield on 1 count of felony child abuse and neglect and 1 count of felony child cruelty. That's in addition to the 4 aggravated murder charges he's facing. Banfield's trial is set for February.
In the district, a committee has now voted unanimously to recommend that Trayon White be kicked off the D.C. Council.
Yeah, just days ago, the committee's investigation found substantial evidence he broke the council's code of conduct. Councilmember White is also facing a federal bribery charge for accepting money for influence.
D.C. News Now's Marielle Carbone has the very latest on White's political future.
And certainly some tense moments inside the meeting today, which was filled with supporters of Trayon White. Now, despite their efforts to lobby council members to simply reprimand White, all 11 voting members on the council moving forward with plans to expel White.
The motion is adopted.
In a unanimous vote, D.C. Council moving forward with expelling one of their own.
This is quintessential corruption.
Last week, law firm Latham & Watkins, which was hired to investigate Trayon White, released its report. Finding substantial evidence, White broke council code, using his position on the council for personal gain. The investigation is separate from a federal investigation in which White is charged with 1 count of bribery.
This incident has damaged the public trust necessary for government to function well. Anything less than expulsion will not rectify the situation.
Monday, all voting council members supporting a recommendation to expel, saying other options to reprimand or censure White weren't enough.
The evidence is clear.
Councilmember Robert White offering this.
It is my hope that Councilmember Trayon White will not see this process to the end, but will resign.
After the vote,
no comment at the moment, thank you.
White did not speak to media, but before the meeting, he made a brief statement.
There has been no clear evidence of nobody in all these interviews saying that I tried to bribe them.
We went out to the polls to vote for Trayon White.
White supporters like Nate Ward say the voters have spoken.
If something did happen and it was proven, we have forgiven him.
So today's vote, not the final vote. What happens next is there will be a public hearing that is likely set for January 28th, and White will have a chance to defend himself and speak during that. The vote comes after that hearing, likely the next legislative meeting, which is set for February 4th. And there does need to be 10 out of the 11 council members voting in favor of of that expulsion for it to actually happen. Reporting from the Wilson Building, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, meanwhile, in the Commonwealth, a dramatic rescue in Northern Virginia today. Take a look here. First responders in Arlington, rescue worker pinned underneath this excavator. You can see there the first responders speaking with that worker. We're told that worker has non-life-threatening injuries.
Commanders' star quarterback, Jayden Daniels, scoring big off the field. Take a look right here. He was in Bowie, Maryland, with fast food chain Raising Cane to give out 100 bikes and helmets to children over at the Boys and Girls Club. Daniels says it was just so exciting and rewarding to see all of these kids riding around and having so much fun.
When I got my first bike, so it's awesome. Everybody comes from different circumstances growing up, so just be able to get back and see the joy on the kids' faces, that's all that matters.
I didn't know he was going to be here, but yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'd love to see Jayden Daniels.
That was fantastic. Do you see who's in back, who the kids kind of are noticing? Big guy himself, Santa, was there as well. The other big guy, because I'm sure for all of these kids, Jayden Daniel is the one.
That little guy was adorable. That was the best. Oh my gosh, what a great day for Jayden and all those kids out there today. Yep. Good stuff. All right, coming